We gonna start on this news like we do every day. Hey, 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 why would I stop one day of the year for nothing? Not at all. Not at all. Not for you. Not for me. Not for them. No, 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 no. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to WTFFN. Yeah, it's past 9. It's what the fuck fake news now. What the fuck fake news after dark? Because we got some real sensitive topics to get into with you guys today. Of all days. Of all days. A real sensitive topic we're going to have to get into today, guys. Why? The Matt Gaetz ethics report came out. Let me see. Look at my little show notes. First off, they got the Cobra Kai finale. Gordon Ramsay is like tearing up trending. He got so many reports in trending right now today. It's like, I don't know how he pulled it off. But he is trending everywhere. This dude is trending so much. He is trending so much. It's like, I didn't know you could trend this much, guys. I did not know you could trend like this much. Like this much. I don't understand what this joint's talking about, because I'm not using no blocker or nothing. Like, all I do is go on Google Chrome. There ain't no ad blockers for your phones. Whatever though. Whatever though. We gonna try to keep our stuff sped up, on point, on time. Sped up, on point, on time. What's up though, guys? We having like jolly festivities or whatever. So, major headlines. Major headlines. I want to let you guys know from the gate. It's not psyching you out. I got the whole Matt Gaetz ethics report. I got the whole Matt Gaetz ethics report. Now, I'm not going to read it all tonight. I might read it all tonight. But we're not going to read it all tonight on a live. I guarantee it's going to be a lot, right? But, you know, I like reading government documents while I go to sleep. I like to read myself to sleep. Call me a weirdo or whatever. You know, I don't care. I don't care. So, it's looking like Matt Gaetz, right? I want to really get into this Matt Gaetz situation. Like I said, depending on what this report said was going to depend on how I proceeded next. Well. The Matt Gaetz ethics report has indeed came out. And gotta get real technical for this, right? He paid a legally consenting teenager to hang out with him, have relations, and party. Which I'm a little bit confused how you can be a legally consenting teenager, but you know, I guess 17 in a lot of places is old enough. I'm shocked to find this out, but yeah, I guess, I don't know, yo. I slowly, the more and more I do this stuff, the more and more I be losing faith in humanity. You know what I mean? Like, I'm in my 30s. Depending on what calendar you follow. On the calendar I follow, I'm 34. But on the U.S. calendar, I'm 33 years old. So, to me, hey, it just don't matter. I just know a lot of stuff going on. A lot of stuff we got to get into. A lot of stories I got to send into the world tonight. The stories the world needs to hear. They need to hear it. You guys need to hear about Matt Gaetz was partying with people that wasn't even old enough to go buy no tobacco products to party with. Like, what? Come on, bro. After you a certain age, like, if she can't get you no Swishers or Backwoods or Dutchies or whatever you smoking at her, and I hope they wasn't doing nothing hard. They might have been doing some hard stuff. They might have been doing some stuff real hard. Like, what's your dude's name? Hunter? I don't know. We about to get to this ethics report, though. So, yeah, we're going to go down these headlines again. In the pop culture, which will be on WTFFN Music when I clip this all out. And you watch on the vertical feed, hey, the vertical feed is just people that scrolling. You guys find it. You might have found your new home for news. You might have not. I don't know. Lawful Alon. But Cobra Kai finale, we're going to break that down. Gordon Ramsay, he's all over trending today. All over the Google trend tabs. The Cadbury loses his royal warrant, which I guess is like a warrant, a recommendation or something. I didn't even know you could have a good warrant, but I guess they had a good warrant, and now they don't. Now I'm in the national headlines. We got some more on this man that burned a woman in the subway. I don't even know if I want to touch on that story, but I guess I got to. Because it's like, I don't like touching on a lot of these stories. It starts to make me emotional. She was sleeping on a subway and somebody lit her on fire. And like, I was sleeping on a subway last night because I was sleeping on a subway in between shifts. So it's like, wow. Somebody could have lit me on fire and everybody was having a party or whatever over there. It's crazy. There's a power outage in Newark. I'm not sure if it's Newark, New York. I mean, Newark, New Jersey, or Newark somewhere else. I know there's a Newark in Delaware. There's like a Newark in every state. Bill Clinton, he was hospitalized and he got out. Trump wants to undo Biden's pardons. Now, I honestly, and I'll tell you why when we get into it, I agree with him. And I'm usually like one of them people that, we need to pardon everybody or whatever. Not even pardon. We just need to make a course that when you're out of jail long enough, you don't have that convicted felon status following you, right? But like I said before, Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't on federal death row. Charles Manson wasn't on federal death row. Keep that in mind when you think about people getting pardoned from federal death row. You got to be a little bit more than a serial killer to get a federal death sentence. Crazy, right? It's definitely crazy. I wonder if I should do the party lights tonight. You think we should party? You think we need the party lights on? Maybe. I don't know how this looks. I want to see how that. I've never used this light. It's like a white light or something. That's gonna hurt my eyes, but that actually works good. That's a good lighting strategy. I know something new every day. But you know, it's party season. So we're gonna party a little bit with y'all. Nah, I don't like how that's gonna be doing that. That'll mess up the stream quality or whatever. Yeah, we're just gonna go to this one. My bad, guys. I'm so indecisive. I don't know what I want to do half the time. Yeah, that one. When I got, it still hurt my lights a little. It still hurt my eyes a little bit with the sunglasses on. We gonna get into this, guys, because there's a lot of stories we need to get into today, every day, on WTFFN Fake News. So you see what we got. We be doing it. I'm doing it well. What's up, bro? How you doing? My bad. It's hard for me to read with this bright light in my eye. So it's like, I try to like read in between segments or whatever. You know? You got people that get super chats and they don't even respond. I respond to damn near every comment. I respond to like damn near every comment that comes through. Surprisingly. Hey, I'm blessed every day, bro. Alhamdulillah, I woke up today. Barely, but I woke up today. Yeah, I woke up today. Barely, though. I barely got any sleep. I got a little bit of sleep. Next thing I know, Daddy, wake up. Daddy, wake up. My baby got hours of sleep for like a night or two. What are you drinking? Coffee. What do you think people that don't sleep drink? Coffee. Coffee. It was either coffee or I had to start doing crack or something. I had to start doing some like Matt Gates type shit. No, I can't even use the word minor. This is gonna be tricky when I get to Mad Gates. It's gonna be tricky when we get to Mad Gates. It's gonna be tricky when we get to Mad Gates. So let's start off with some stuff we ain't gotta be tricky with. The Cobra Kai series finale gets premiere date and first look photos. My bad, I'm like losing my voice, guys. I need a little explanation before we start getting into this stuff, right? I am seriously losing my voice. I had to work a double at 2 different buildings last night. One building outside, one building inside. So I worked from like midnight to 8 a.m. outside after working from 12 to 8 p.m. inside. So I had to go and catch public transportation because I was working at a stadium. And then you're working at stadiums, like, there's no parking nowhere. You're going to have to pay for... I work everywhere, bro. I work everywhere. So because there's no parking in the areas I was in, that's like not exorbitantly high. Like they say you could pay $6 to park in a parking lot or something, and you have to be blocks away. But for all that, and after working 16 hours and having a 4-hour in between, I wasn't going to be sleeping in my car up until I woke up to come back home. I wasn't going to, like, nah, it just wasn't going to work out right. And what did I do? I slept on the subway, like any grown man would do that's working at these little stadiums. So, Cobra Kai series finale gets premiere date and first look photos. The final 5 episodes of Netflix hit karate comedy will drop in early 2025. I never watched Cobra Kai, but I haven't watched TV. I really stopped watching TV after The Sopranos because it broke my heart. But then, like, I gave TV another shot after Breaking Bad was finished, and I watched the whole Breaking Bad over a holiday marathon they had on, right? I regret it. I regret it. All these shows don't end how you want them to end. None of these shows end. I was going to start watching Snowfall. Couldn't get it. Oh, I watched Power. But at that point, I don't watch TV no more. So when I watch Power, I like have it in my pocket and I walk around listening to it while Power was playing in my pocket. And it's just like crazy. It's crazy. All these stories don't end. Like, I don't want to use my imagination. I don't watch TV to use my imagination. If I want to use my imagination, I'm going to read a book and get something out of it. I'm going to read a book, build my vocabulary just a little bit. It might not build my pronunciation from reading these books, but it definitely builds my vocabulary a little bit, right? But, hey, we're going to get into it. This may be the end, but Cobra Kai never dies. What? I hate it, see? This is why I don't watch these shows like this. Maybe not, but Cobra Kai, the series, is finally coming to an end. And today, Netflix announced that the last 5 episodes of their hit karate comedy will drop on Thursday, February 13th. The streamer also released a teaser and 7 new first look photos, giving fans a glimpse into how the epic tale of 2 dojos, Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do, will conclude. In addition to the tantalizing image of Daniel LaRossi, Ralph Macchio, and Johnny Lawrence, William Zabaka practicing the crane kick stance together above, the new photo suggests that the Saki Taka competition, which ended, man, come on, you guys are playing around too much. What's going on with this? I just know it. It's a whole. Let me make sure before I say it out loud. It's a whole bunch of white people. There's a whole bunch of white people trying to be. Let me just fall back. Maybe that's what they into. They like doing karate. You know, karate. No Sandy. I would like to watch this thing with you guys, but you guys want to watch it on a Netflix one, I guarantee it's going to copyright you. You can watch this Netflix trailer. I'm not trying to get this whole string copyright on the first thing, but if you want to watch Cobra Kai, it's about to be over. And if you're one of them people like me that wait till something's over to watch it all, this is about the time to watch Cobra Kai. I'm not probably going to watch it. I might listen to it. I listen to a lot of stuff, but matter of fact, I think we canceled Netflix. I think we canceled Netflix after the Tyson fight. I just needed Netflix until that Tyson fight happened. So I did watch the Tyson fight, kind of. But I was streaming while I was watching the Tyson fight. Not like this. I was on a different platform where I could just sit there, point the phone at it. Never mind. It was fun, though. It was fun, though. Brought back some of my childhood. It brought back some of my childhood. Now, you like content like this? Consider subscribing to WTFFN Music, where we try to bring you most of the pop culture news every single day. Like, you realize it's Christmas Day right now, and you're seeing 2 uploads. And we got other WTFFN things out here or whatever, doing other WTFFN things. But this is where you can get your pop culture fix. And if you're more interested in my personality for whatever reason, I'm a piece of shit. But if you like my personality, you can come around and just hang out. We got so much stuff going on, you know. We live stream on this little green app or whatever, and our home website, WTFFN.com. And I clip it all apart, and I'm making a little shows for you guys. But until next time, peace. Let me see. Ain't no more going on that one. I don't see nothing going on that one. Now, let me put this up. I don't know what other tabs I got open. Oh, it's just pointless tabs. Just pointless tabs. What just happened? What just happened with my thingy? Where's my stuff at? I need my thing. Why is this not here? Oh, it's not on here now? They making my life difficult today. Okay, but we got Gordon Ramsay on trending. We're going to see what else is trending right now. But I want to see if Gordon Ramsay is still trending. We got the Grinch trending. We got a lot of stuff trending. What time is the Mega Millions? It don't matter. You ain't going to win it. Where's Gordon Ramsay at on here? Let me see. We're going to look up Gordon Ramsay again. Matter of fact, we're going to go to 24 hours. Past 24 hours. Santa Tracker, Walmart, American Airlines, San Jose, blah, 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 blah. They had Gordon Ramsay all up and down here earlier. I guess the Gordon Ramsay trend died. And I got a whole little cooking channel. Cooking with Cole. You guys know, you know. Gordon Ramsay. He's talking about direct competition, so I gotta go at it with him. What? He was in a bicycle accident now? Oh, he had a lot of stuff going on with Gordon Ramsay. Hold on, let me just do this. Gordon Ramsay. I don't know why I didn't let us keep that. They really messing with me today. Ramsay? I never realized his name was Ramsay. I thought it was Ramsay. He was on here a couple times. Gordon Ramsay and his wife and their little Christmas photos. This is one of the big things. Gordon Ramsay was all over the internet today. Gordon Ramsay and his wife Tana posed with their kids in matching Christmas pajamas for festive holiday photos. I guess they are Christmas pajamas. So I think it's grandkids. Is that his kids? You got kids, man. He got an age bracket running around wider than my mom's age bracket. What? Does he got baby moms that are like from like 20 to 60. Gordon Ramsay is spreading holiday cheer with his family on Tuesday, December 24th. The Master Chef star 58. He's only 58 years old. Wow, I thought he was way older. Shared a cute photo on Instagram featuring himself, his wife Tana, daughters Matilda Tilly 23 and Holly 24, and their sons Oscar James Ramsey 5 and Jesse James 13 months. Oh, so I guess one of his daughters is like single or something. Cause like, why does your daughter's kid have your last name? That's kind of weird. That's weird. What? Or she got one of them dudes that took her last name. That's weird. Merry Christmas. Lots of love from our family to yours, GX. The chef wrote below a sweet image of the Ramsay crew who all matched in their tree-printed pajamas. That was kind of pointless, but like I said, he's been all up and down. I guess it's their 28th wedding anniversary. It was a couple days ago. So, his anniversary came up. They're putting them all in the news or whatever for some reason or another. It don't matter. It don't matter, dude. Listen, we used to clown Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen. We'd be like, I wish they would get Gordon Ramsay in here. I'd make that man quit. He would quit that Hell's Kitchen shit. He would quit that Hell's Kitchen the day he comes in here. But I guarantee it. Gordon Ramsay can't hang in no real kitchen. He's sitting there yelling at people's faces and shit. Like, what? Dude, you would get laid the fuck out in that joint. You get laid the fuck out in that joint. What? I'm telling you, you don't want to. Gordon Ramsay went to 5-star restaurants that was underperforming. And that's why he got away with that bullshit. He ain't gonna no hood spot trying to tell people how they gonna fix up what they doing or whatever. Oh, you ain't gonna keep going outside having a smoke break. Okay. Oh, I'm about to smoke you and then go take a break. I'm about to smoke you and then go take a break. Man, fuck out of here. Gordon Ramsay ain't that hard. I done met chefs that was way harder than Gordon Ramsay. Way harder. All right, and this is like our money topic for the day. It might go on pop culture, it might not. But if you end up liking that Gordon Ramsay story, consider subscribing to WTFFN Music, where we bring you the pop culture news all the time, everything going on. Yeah, originally it was just going to be music, but it's like, I don't like new music. And I'm not going to sit here and keep telling y'all about old music. And I can only make up so many goofy songs. So it's like, I don't got time for it. It's when pop culture stuff come on, it goes on that channel, this channel. And if you like WTFFN, you can check us out at WTFFN.com. We try to bring you the news all day, every day, everything going on in the world. But we can get this joint popping, I got somebody that likes doing the pop culture stuff. Way more than me. But we can't afford to perpetually be online. And I'm like, I'm not wired right. I could be up way too long. I ain't wired right, guys. I am not wired right. I'm wired like wired 96.5. If you know, you know. I can't believe I'm losing my voice. So the Canberry Candy loses his royal warrant. What? This is from the BBC. The CBBC. News round. The Cadbury chocolate loses 170th year royal warrant. Cadbury's chocolate has lost its royal warrant for the first time in 170 years. This company not only been in business for over 170 years. Like, what? And how they making the same stuff? What? A royal warrant is an official document that recognizes companies or individuals who regularly supply goods or services to the royal household. Oh, so King Charles said he don't like chocolate like that. The chocolate company was first awarded a royal warrant in 1854 by Queen Victoria. However, it has now been dropped by King Charles. How you going to drop your grandmother's favorite candy? The U.S. owners of Cadbury say they are disappointed. What's going on? King Charles recently granted his second set of royal warrants under his new reign. He awarded 386 companies that already had royal warrants a new one, including brands such as John Lewis, Heinz. He got Heinz in there, and Nestle. But Cadbury wasn't among them. He also granted warrants to some new companies, many which of those that sell food and drink, including Weetabix? Weetabix? I want to try this. I never heard of Cadbury. Is Cadbury good? I never even heard of this stuff. Royal warrants have been awarded since the 15th century. Each warrant is granted for up to 5 years. Warrant holders are allowed to use the coat of arms of the royal they are associated with on the packaging as part of the advertising or on any stationery. Those who lose their warrant are given 12 months to remove the coat of arms from their package. Well, the good thing is, it's an American company. They got freedom of speech. So I'm pretty sure they can just have the royal warrant on all their stuff. So the royal warrant, like, this is crazy. I didn't know you could have a good warrant. They gave them a good warrant. They got a good warrant. A good warrant. How is that possible? Not the good warrant is now gone. And you like content like this, consider subscribing to WTFFN, WTF Fake News, where we bring you the real news every day. Until next time, guys, peace. All right, we got 2 things in the national headlines. I'm making good timing. Suspect in fatal New York subway burning of a passenger arraigned in court. Can we watch this? What is going on?
Why did we choose Safeway? We were loading our SUV.
Wow. Safe like workplace. They ain't paying me though. So why do I know this song?
This morning, when our person of interest and the victim were both riding an F train to the end of the line at Stillwell Avenue in Brooklyn. As the train pulled...
Why is it always some stuff going down on the F train? You realize that the Danny Penny Jordan Neely situation happened on the F train? That's crazy. I'm never getting on the F train. Never. But if you go, it's kind of hard to get to Brooklyn not taking the train. I don't know, guys. Just avoid that F train if possible. I'd avoid that F train if possible. You got crazy people taking out homeless people left and right on that joint.
Pulled into the station, the suspect calmly walked up to the victim, who was in a seated position at the end of a subway car. The suspect used what we believe to be a lighter.
I'm looking at this facial image. Could this be the real Luigi? Because that's how the CEO dude, the dude that got the CEO, walked up so calm. He didn't even flinch or nothing. And that's what had me like, oh, nah, he experienced. He was experienced to the point he was getting sloppy. Unless we found out that Luigi got a ton more bodies. I don't think Luigi did that stuff, guys. And Luigi pleaded not guilty today. So he might not be guilty, you know. They're like, oh, he had a ghost gun and he had a silencer, right? And he was in the middle of the country in fucking PA. Like, I think they said Altoona. Like, I got booked out that way, right? Back in the day. And I got booked with a gun. I bought out the newspaper. And the only reason I couldn't have the gun was because I was underage. But they bought the gun out the newspaper. So it's like, I don't know. They sell guns out the newspaper out that joint. It's one of them places like that.
Ignite the victim's clothing, which became fully engulfed in a matter of seconds. Officers who were on patrol on an upper level of that station smelled and saw smoke and went to investigate. What they saw was a person standing inside the train car, fully engulfed in flames. With the help...
That is insane. They was on the train? He did that on the train? Yo. Where's one of these Marine dudes when you need him? That's why I was like, yo. Like, there's a lot worse stuff you see that happens on the train every day, right? And this ain't even like, this is on the higher end, the higher tier. But I'm pretty sure I've heard of stuff worse than is happening in New York City subways. I heard of stuff way worse than is happening on the New York City subways.
With the help of an MTA employee and a fire extinguisher, the flames were put out. Unfortunately, it was too late, and the victim was pronounced on the scene.
That's obvious. What else do you think was going to happen? Did you smell?
Unbeknownst to the officers who responded, the suspect had stayed on the scene and was seated on a bench on the platform just outside the train car. And the body-worn cameras on the responding officers produced a very clear, detailed look at the killer. After the NYPD disseminated those images, 3 high school-age New Yorkers called 911 to say that they recognized the suspect.
That is insane. That's insane. That is insane, guys. Like, yo, leave homeless people alone. Can you guys leave the homeless people alone, please? Like, why? Why? Why are those people, like, going after homeless people? Like, okay, like, I still can't. I still can't. I don't even care that they said not guilty or whatever on dude, right? I can't justify that. Because from my understanding, on that day, he wasn't getting physical with him. He wasn't getting physical with him. If he wasn't getting physical with him, then, like, I don't know what just happened. My camera just gave out. Never seen nothing like that before. Yeah, from my understanding, he wasn't even getting physical with him, guys. He wasn't even getting physical with him. So, like, you can't just go at somebody that's not getting physical. But that's my opinion, right? Everybody got their own opinions. They had 12 people come to an agreement. They might have seen some stuff that I didn't see. They might know more than I know. I just know from what I've seen from when the people pulled out the little cameras or whatever. If he started putting his hands on people, that might be a little bit different. But it's like, I still feel like the other 2 people that was on top, there was 3 people on top of that man, right? Was a little bit more responsible than the dude that actually edited him. And the reason why I say that, the main reason why I say that and why I use that logic to myself is for the sheer fact, right? The sheer reasoning that there's buttons. There's buttons on the subway. The push and it will stop the train. You got the fire button that's just going to stop the train regardless, wherever it's at. It's going to stop the train so everybody can get off the train in case of a fire. And then you got one that says call the police, right? Let me see. You got this one. To call the police. If you push that button on the train will stop at the next stop up until the police come on and turn that off. They got to come on, look on the car. They got a key. They use that key. You know, like, homeless people be cutting up on the trains all the time. I done seen homeless people hit that button just for no reason. Because, like, when it gets cold, homeless people tend to do some real irrational things because they want to get locked up. They want to get locked up because there's no place to go, right? So sometimes they'll come on the train acting crazy because they want to go to the mental hospital. They won't want to go to jail. Sometimes they'll just go on there and cause a public nuisance to go to jail because they don't want to go to the mental hospital. And it just depends on the crazy person on what they feel comfortable doing. But most people ain't really trying to sleep on a subway train. Hence, you see what happened. You see what happened right there. You see what happened. It's dangerous. It's dangerous for anybody. It's dangerous for anybody. You got to stay on alert. Like, I literally fell asleep on a subway train yesterday. I was riding the subway to the end, back around to the end, because, like, there was really nothing to do for my 4 hours in between my shifts. So it was like, I just got on the short train that only kept me in like the little downtown region or whatever. And it only took me like to a couple stops. And I'm like, okay, got off. I walked to the end again, ride it up, get off, ride back, get on, ride back. It's like the same train you come in on that you fall asleep on. As long as you just sleep there for a little bit, it's going to pull back off. And they're going to wake you up. Like, oh, you got to get off right here. If you ain't paying, you got to get off right here. Because, like, hey, I'm saying a little bit too much. But they'll try to make you pay. The longer you stay on that train, they make you pay extra. But as long as you stay in the one little zone, you don't got to pay extra. Your regular junk will keep you on that train. So it's just like, cool. I ain't had to be at work till midnight. I got off a little bit early. I got off at like 7:30. So it's like I had 4 hours to burn. I burned it falling asleep on the train a little bit. And then it's crazy. It's crazy because like everybody's like, oh, it's a homeless person. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Not in New York City. And it's right before the holidays. There's a lot of people that you've got people that's trying to double and triple so they can get their kids everything. And they said it was a woman. So she might be tripling, having her kids with her mom or her grandmom or something, working like crazy, trying to provide for the holidays, but she might just be not of the Christians and just be, okay, I'm working doubles like regular. And it's time and a half right now. Everybody out here working a lot. So you working like 12 to 24 hours and like you be working 24 hours in a 36-hour period. And they need a little bit of extra sleep. Where you get that extra sleep at? Riding around on the train. You guys can say, oh, that's crazy. You gonna fall? Yeah. You never fell asleep on a train? It's peaceful. Ever fall asleep on a bus? I fall asleep on a bus like at least once a week. I'm not paying for parking. If I gotta go somewhere and I gotta pay for parking, I'm catching a bus every time. Now I know some people, they're like, I'd rather spend the $20 for parking. I don't. I'm not spending money on tolls. I'm not spending money on parking. I'd rather just catch the train, catch the bus, and be able to fall asleep. Because I can either sit there, you can text while riding the bus, right? You can watch YouTube while riding the bus, listen to music. You can do whatever you want to do. You can be sitting there typing. You can work on reports. Most buses and trains got Wi-Fi now. So you can ride around doing work on the bus. Why you think I was able to put out videos? I was able to put out videos of that. And I just worked. I worked 20 hours yesterday. I was working for 20 hours yesterday. And I still put out videos on every channel. Why? Because I was working on the bus. I was working on the train. I was working and sleeping. What else is you going to do? I couldn't work. I couldn't do that in no car. I wasn't going to pull that off in no car. So it's like, yeah. Sometimes people sleep on the bus. Sometimes people fall asleep on the train. Yes. Well, not even, because like if you're homeless and you fall asleep on the train or the bus, they tend to kick you off. The police are going to come on there and kick you off, right? If you just got one bag and you're working and you're in a work uniform, and they come on there and they see you sleeping on a bus, they're going to be like, hey, sir, you know how long you been asleep for? What stop you got to get off on? And sometimes you'd be like, nah, I'm about to double. Like, I'm ready to ride the train twice before I go in. I just want a little bit of a nap before I go in. And like, oh, yeah, it's cold outside. I understand. But they're not going to let you sleep on that train all night. They're going to come. You're going to get woke up a couple times trying to sleep on the train. I'm telling you, I've done it before. I did it last night. I fell asleep on the train last night. Now, if you want to stay up to date with the news, consider subscribing to WTF Fake News. I don't even want to say if you like content like this, because it's like, I don't like content like this. I don't like making content like this. But I realize this story ain't really getting the media attention that it needs to right now. And this needs to get the media attention it needs to right now, because regardless, right? Regardless, I'm in the same stance like I was on the other one. When you got a homeless person on the bus or the train and they're not hurting anybody and they're just acting a little odd or crazy, or even if they're acting irate, yelling and screaming, right? If they're not putting their hands on nobody, leave them alone. Sometimes they're schizophrenic. Sometimes they're talking to people that's not there. Sometimes they're talking to people that's not there. You just let these dudes talk to the people that's not there. You know what I mean? Let them do their thing. Don't affect you. Don't affect you. So they put their hands on you or somebody else. And they put their hands on you or somebody else. Then it affects you. Then you knuckle up. Until next time, guys. Peace. Okay. That's for the WTF fake news. WTFFN. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to WTFFN, WTF fake news. Hey, you know how a lot of stuff be, but I don't know what's going on. I don't understand what it said. Okay. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to WTFFN, WTF fake news, also known as Work Till Friday fake news, because we know working till Friday in this day and age is fake news. If you're not working 7 days a week, you're working backwards. Now, we got something going on right now. Former President Bill Clinton released from the hospital before being treated, being treated for the flu. I wonder if he got the bird flu. Oh, no. Statement on President Bill Clinton. President Clinton was discharged earlier today after being treated for... Oh. For watching this? What is going on right here, right? So they got a whole story, and I can't hear it.
NBC News learning that earlier this morning, former President Bill Clinton was discharged from a Washington hospital after being admitted for a fever late yesterday. NBC's Julie Sirkin is covering the story for us. And Julie, what's the latest?
Oh, we need the audio to be clear.
Last hour, NBC News learning that earlier this morning, former President Bill Clinton was discharged.
Yo, that's crazy. Why is my camera and my setup better than NBC News? Can we turn up this quality? Oh, we can. Okay.
From a Washington hospital after being admitted for a fever late yesterday. NBC's Julie Sirkin is covering the story for us.
It's just the cameras. It's not their quality. It's their cameras. Like, you can't do a 1080p stream if you ain't got no 1080p camera. Honestly, why you guys ain't got an 8K camera? Why do I got two 8K cameras sitting in front of me, guys? And I got another one I gotta get fixed. What is going on, NBC? You guys in trouble?
And Julie, what's the latest?
Yeah, Richard, well, the 78-year-old former president, as you said, was hospitalized overnight with a fever.
Why is he the youngest? Wow, the president keeps getting older and older and keeps being somebody different. Why is Bill Clinton the youngest president? Period. Why is Bill Clinton the youngest president? Period. He's younger than Bush. He might be... I think he might be older than Obama. But he's younger than Bush, younger than Trump, and younger than Biden. Why? Gen X, you guys need to step up, Gen X. Ferris Bueller. We need you. We need you in the White House. Please report to the White House. I understand you've been taking a day off and playing hooky for a long time, but it's time to grow up.
Fever at that time, his aide said that the situation was not urgent, that he was in good spirits, and that this was precautionary. This morning, a couple of minutes ago, actually, his deputy chief of staff saying President Clinton was discharged earlier today after being treated for the flu. He and his family are deeply grateful for the exceptional care provided by the team.
I guarantee this is what they're going to use to lock us down next. We about to get locked down. Why? Because they're going to find out that Bill Clinton got H1N1, a.k.a. the bird flu. And what's the bird flu? Well, do you know what a flu is? A flu is any virus that transmits from a bird. H1N1 is always the first flu discovered in the calendar year.
At MedStar Georgetown University Hospital and are touched by the kind messages and well wishes he received.
So, okay. You got bird flu, which means it had a transmission first from a bird to a human. You got swine flu, which is a triple transmission. It goes from a bird to a pig to a human. I think they got cattle flu or something where it goes from a bird. Like, there's different types of flus, but all flus originate in birds, and that's why it transmits so fast all over the place, because birds carry it. Birds are intercontinental creatures.
He sends his warmest wishes for a happy and healthy holiday season to all. Now, of course, this is relevant not only because this is the 42nd president of the United States, but also because since leaving office in 2001, Bill Clinton has faced a number of health scares, a number of health challenges. He was hospitalized for two heart procedures, rather, and he was later hospitalized most recently in 2021 over a 6-day period for a...
Wow, no, we're not supposed to live forever. But let's pray for Bill Clinton, you know. Hate him or love him. Let's just pray for him, pray for his family. Because, you know, we don't want to... Just think about it, right? Just think what would happen if Hillary lost her husband on Christmas Day. I'm not prepared for that. I'm not prepared for that. It's more dangerous to us than anybody else. It's more dangerous to us than anybody else. Let's just pray for the Clinton family. Let's pray that Hillary finds some type of religion other than self, and that Bill ends up repenting before he ends up leaving this earth, and that kids end up finding counseling and get away from a lot of this stuff. Hey, I might have said too much though. But until next time, you like content like this? Consider subscribing to WTFFN, Work Till Friday Fake News, where we can say whatever we really want to. I choose not to cuss as much no more. I'm trying to change up myself. I'm working on myself. I'm growing. I'm not the same person I was about 10 years ago. I was doing this. If you're the same, well, I'm the same person, right? Now, don't get it confused. I'm the same person. I can flip back, switch, and go backwards, right? I'm not trying to go backwards. I'm trying to move forward. Let's move forward together. Till next time, guys. So, peace. Yeah, we wasn't going to be on Bill Clinton all day at all. Who wants to see Bill Clinton all day? Not me. Not I. Trump pledges to bring back federal executions as Biden commutes death sentences for 37 inmates. I don't even know if that's possible. During Trump's first term, 13 federal inmates were put to death before declared a moratorium on federal executions. We got something from Fox News. I'm not even going to watch the whole Fox News clip. I might watch a little bit of it, but I'm not going to watch the whole Fox News clip. I might watch a little bit of it, but, you know. President-elect Donald Trump on Monday pledged to seek the death penalty for certain federal defendants, says after Biden's controversial commute the death sentence of 37 inmates. 37. That's a lot of inmates. That's a lot of inmates to commute. I don't know what's going on with this song. We're going to plug it into a different slide or something. Matter of fact, we're just going to go dark mode. We're just going to go dark mode. That's the second time that happens tonight. I don't know what's going on. 97 inmates. Biden's move to reclassify the death sentences to life without the possibility of parole was heavily criticized by Republicans and many Democrats. Yeah, your side don't even like that. Your side don't even like what you're doing. Because a lot of people, right, myself included, people that been in federal prisons, people that been in state prisons, know it's hard to get a death penalty. You don't just give anybody the death penalty. The death penalty goes to monsters. Like, monsters. Like, I personally met many serial killers in my lifetime. I know a decent amount of serial killers. I have friends Well, I don't know, because I don't write them or nothing like I should or whatever. Well, I don't know if you should be writing serial killers, but I got people I consider friends. I got people I like. I got people I used to hang out with and talk for hours out the day, every day. That are serial killers. Serial killer meaning they killed more than 3 people in 2 different events, right? Now, when you consider the definition of what a serial killer is, like, oh, 3 people, 2 different events, and you grow up in the hood, you probably know quite a few serial killers if you grew up in the hood. Somebody gets into a shootout and they get away from it. Somebody gets into another shootout and it results in 3 people dying before they go to jail. Technically a serial killer. Contract killers are serial killers. People that was out here killing people for drugs are serial killers. People that was burglarizing homes and killing drug dealers, they are serial killers. Well, let's not get it confused. There's a lot of people that got a lot of bodies that aren't the worst people in the world. And guess what? Most serial killers don't get the death penalty. They preserve the death penalty for very extraordinary situations. And in the federal death penalty, that meant you were killing people in multiple states. The only person I met that was on federal death row was this guy named Buffalo Bill. Don't ask me how I managed to meet him, but they was trying to scare me or whatever because I was a young dude. And they was like, oh, you don't want to listen to us. Okay, we got something for you, right? So they put me in, because we was in transport, right? And he was getting transported to go get put on a chair. And I was getting transported. He was like Hannibal Lecter style. Like, there's really a dude named Buffalo. I don't know if he still exists now, but there really was a dude that went by the name of Buffalo Bill, or at least that's what the COs was calling him. And he had one of them Hannibal Lecter masks over his face. But he was cool too. I was talking to him. I was making him laugh. He was in his little... listen, I was a dickhead. I was a dickhead for a good portion of my life, right? And they're like, oh yeah, he likes to eat people. Like, we gonna put you in there right next to him. He's gonna eat you. We gonna let him eat you. We gonna take his mask off. He wears that mask because he done bit COs before. Whatever, dude. Whatever. They should have spoke to me nicely. You know how they did it? It's all about to get transported. I'm a younger dude, so all the old heads ended up getting the little benches or whatever. And I sat down on a sink in a little holding cell before we get transported. And then they came in. They said, get off the sink or I'm going to write you up. I'm going to put you in the hole. I'm like, okay. Like, I thought I was leaving. You're going to put me in the hole before I leave? Like, yeah, we're going to put you in the hole. I'm like, I'm already about to go somewhere else and be in quarantine. And I'm going to be in the hole for like a good week to a month anyway. So it's like, okay, let's do this. You going to put me in the hole? You're going to put me in the hole. Like, we'll do it. We'll do it. We're going to put you in the hole. So they put me in a hole on the bus right next to a serial killer. And, yeah, I met a cannibal in real life. I was like this close to a cannibal. No room. In that little black box they put on your fucking waistband. You're shackled. You can't move. You can't even move your arms. And like, I was supposed to be scared of the dude in the face mask. Scared of the dude that got the face mask on with the little breathing holes that he can't even do nothing through. You thought he was going to eat me? You thought he was going to eat me? That just gave me a crazy story. That just gave me a crazy story that I can share with you guys. But, yeah. People start eating people. When people start hurting kids, I think they, like, deserve that. Because that's, like, the only 2 situations I've seen people get the death penalty besides, like, some of the people he kept on. Like the Unabomber, the dude that shot up a church or a synagogue or something. I think it was the dude that shot up a church and the dude that shot up a synagogue was the only 3 people that didn't get their thing overturned. I think he even overturned the nightclub shooter. So it's like, it's hard to get that. It's hard. You gotta hurt people for no reason to get that type of case, to get those type of charges. So, people that hurt people for no reason, I don't like it. They let them sit there for like 20 years before they do it. What's the point? What's the point? I just feel like we could streamline a lot of this stuff. I feel like there's certain charges that should be eligible that for some reason they don't want to make them eligible. I feel like anybody that hurts children, right? Especially multiple times, multiple times. The first time could be a lie or a fluke or whatever. It could be made up. But after you get out, if another time comes up, the lights out, turn the TV off. Buster! Until next time, I'ma holla at y'all. You like content like this? I don't know how. If you like getting news from an unbiased opinion, you want to get some news from somebody that's really going to say what's on their mind as much as they can, hit the subscribe to WTFFN, WTF Fake News, where we give you the real news every day. Every day. No days off. Okay? I need a little bit of coffee before we get into this one. This is looking like. Oh, God, it don't, man. My dog don't want to go out some. I gotta go have a shower. Oh, I kind of like this picture. Yeah, that picture is going to get used for the next one. That picture is going to get used as a thumbnail for the next one. So the Matt Gaetz Ethics Committee kind of came out. The Matt Gaetz Ethics Committee report came out. I haven't got too much into this yet, guys. I don't want to disparage the man. I don't want to use any lingo. I don't want to use any terms that are not accurate, right? So let's be accurate with what we're saying. Let me get this light up. I'm going to restart this whole little thing. And we can do some Q&A for anybody that's still in here. I'm going to do some Q&A for anybody that decided to still stay in here. I was watching somebody stream the other day. They're like, you're not AI? I thought she was. Do they think I'm AI? Do they think I'm AI generated? Is there really AI generated streams going on right now? What? I'm so confused. And I thought I was techie. I'm not as techie as I be thinking I am sometimes, guys. I'm not as techie as I be thinking I am sometimes. No. Nah, these dudes be talking about it, but I really be living it. Yeah, you got all these dudes that be prepping. You don't see no bags ready to go. You don't see no bags ready to go. What? They be talking about, be ready to bug out. Be ready to bug out. I literally sit here ready to bug out all day, every day. All day, every day. It's been like this for a long time. For a long time. I done bugged out before. I bugged out a few times in my life, right? When you see any signs that something could happen or whatever, you see that like you get in fear for your safety or your welfare or your freedom, it's time to bug out. A lot of people ain't prepared to go live in the woods for a little bit. I'm prepared all day. I'm prepared all day. And if you be like, oh, you can't do it. Okay. Looking at Hanson. Looking at Hanson. Hanson is my best friend. Looking at Hanson. Look into Hanson. If you want to know people on a disability, get you a Hanson. Get you a Hanson. Hanson makes all different types of products. I prefer the Pistons. I prefer the Pistons. Because the Pistons, it's reliable. It's going to work every time. You ain't sitting there pumping it up for a day and a half. You ain't got to use no scooter tanks or nothing to keep that joint working. Now, yeah, I do want to get a Blitz. I would like to have the Blitz because the Blitz can blitz. But Hanson and AEA. Hanson is for your... Hanson is something you can get with your first check. You spend $100 to get a reliable Hanson. You spend like $200 to $300, you're going to get a Hanson that's like the equivalent to a lot of other things that you can't have, that you're going to be like, oh, you won't even miss it no more. You won't even miss it no more, except for it's a little bit slower. Hey, sometimes you got to be a little bit more purposeful with what you're doing. You know? I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. Go live in the woods, if need be. But, yeah. What are we talking about? Matt Gaetz. Whew, I gotta choose these words wisely. So the Matt Gaetz Ethics Committee came out. And, I can't exactly call him a pedophile. I can't say he was messing with kids, because he wasn't messing with kids. But it does say he was messing with legally able to consent They said Matt Gaetz was messing with a legally able to consent teenager. 17 is a teenager, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 17, 18, 19. Those are teenagers, right? 17, 18, 19. Those are still teenagers, correct? Even if they can consent and their parents. So he was playing the borderline with a girl that was old enough to consent, but not old enough to go to the bar with him, not old enough to buy tobacco products, not old enough to really do much of anything, right? And you know, they said everybody in Congress is doing stuff like that. He said if they release his ethics committee, he's going to blow the lid off and talk about everything they doing. You should have did it a long time ago. Like, what do you mean? If they tell on you, you going to tell on them? Can we just fire all you guys? Is there a way to just redo it all? I don't want no revolution or nothing, but what did they do? A recall. Yeah, can we recall like all of Congress and we just go and put new people in? Just everybody, like, let's just start popcorning people. You know, never did popcorn reading back in school. You guys know my popcorn reading wasn't that good. But we're gonna do a full in-depth, intense workaround with this stuff going on. So probably tomorrow or the next day. I'll probably have it ready to air Saturday at the sunset. So probably like 6 p.m. Eastern time Saturday. I'll try to have this going up and that going up. The House resolution bill going on. So you guys can actually see and hear what they're passing. Because it's going to be hours of reading. And I'm just going to let my AI read it and turn on the screen recorder while I have my AI reading it to me. And then when I do that, we're all going to know. We're all going to know exactly what's going on in these reports. But the key points is, he was paying women to come see him, right? Hey, a lot of dudes do it. He was paying women over the age of consent. Kind of odd to me. I wouldn't do it, but I guess it's technically legal. It's technically legal to mess with 17, 18, and 19-year-old teenagers, and that's new to me. I didn't really realize that was, like, legal. Well, 18. I thought 8. I don't know. Because I don't even think 18 is legal in the whole world. Like, there's a certain point that, like, you're not supposed to, like, there's certain stuff you're not supposed to do. There's certain stuff you're not supposed to do, right? Like what? Being in your 30s, messing with a 17-year-old. Like if you're in your 20s and y'all in the same high school or you're in the same college, y'all in the same grade. If you're in the same grade, I give you the grade period, you know? If you guys are like within 2 to 3 grades from each other in the same school or in neighboring school, like say you go to one university and then she's going to the community college right next to the university, and then you find out why you guys are dating or something, you know, or y'all in the same neighborhood and you guys end up meeting or whatever, and like, what's it like? I thought it was like a 4 or 5 year grace period. I didn't realize this was legal. I'm shocked. I'm shocked and I'm appalled. I'm appalled. I'm shocked and I'm appalled. I don't know what's more shocking to me. That this dude is out here confidently saying that 17 is above the age of consent and okay? Or that 17 is the age of consent and it's okay? What? Wow. How? Who allowed this to happen? How is this legal? How did this happen? I remember back in the day, I had this one friend, her sister ended up getting pregnant when she was 17 by an older dude. But this older dude was like under 25 still. It was just an older dude that graduated that had a car before her, right? It wasn't no older dude in his 30s or 40s. It was an older dude in his 20s. And I remember the parents were mad because they couldn't get him locked up. And we all was like, oh, that's a little crazy or whatever, right? Crazy stuff happens every day, I guess. Crazy stuff happens every day. A lot crazier than like I like to speak on. Wow. Wow. How? But we'll be giving you the whole ethics committee report soon. Within the next coming days, you know. If I can't get it out by the 26th, it's probably going to come out. Let me see. The 26th is Thursday. Maybe the 27th or the 28th. Long Island. I just know I got a lot of stuff I got to be doing. Those going to be standalone videos. Unless I just do it as a live stream. Maybe I could just make a live stream out of it. Would you guys be interested in a live stream just reading off the HR bill? Reading off the Matt Gaetz ethics report? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Allahu A'lam. This is like above my comprehension. This is above my comprehension. This is like sickening. This is sickening. This is like when Dr. Disrespect was talking about, she was old enough. She was able, what? I didn't realize that the age of consent was so young. Like, what? I don't know. I'm just in the ballpark of like 25 is when your frontal lobe is developed. So if you're over 30, 25 should be your cutoff. Like a certain age is too young, and then depending on, it just depends. I feel like the age varies with your age. You know what I mean? The age varies with your age. There's a lot of older women. There's a lot of older women that are victimizing young men. A lot of older women messing with men that are younger than their children. There are a lot of older women messing with men that are younger than their children. And at that time, these young men don't realize they're a victim, but sometimes they last around long enough. These young men realize that they're really a victim. They're really a victim, even if they don't understand at the time. These young men are really victims. And it's the same for women. It's the same for women. The same. You shouldn't be in your 20s messing with somebody in their 50s. If you're in your 20s and you're messing with somebody in their 50s and they got kids in their 30s, you might not understand how sick it is until you're in your 30s. Because that's creepy. It's creepy. I don't know. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could never, like, okay, my child's young, right? But I got friends I went to school with that got children that are like adults now, right? So when I got friends that got children that are adults now, and that's scary. But I got friends that got children that are adults now that I went to school with. Wow. Wow, I'm getting old. But I can't mess with people that's the same age, like the kids that I was around giving guidance to out in watch when they were little or whatever. Like, what? I don't know. Like I say all the time. I don't even want to get into it. This is sickening. I gotta go start getting bathed up and ready. I gotta work early in the morning. Early. So pretty much I'm gonna get up. I probably ain't even gonna shower tonight. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna office a lot. I'm gonna shower. And then start over again. Start over. It's daily thing, guys. A daily thing, trying to maintain, trying to keep everything going on. This is the life of a second class citizen. The life of a second class citizen that can make it better. Oh, I like how this got. Never mind. Until next time, if you like content like this, consider subscribing to WTFFN, WTF Fake News, where we try to give you the real news every day. Peace. Oh, peace. That's why I started piecing with the other hand. Guys, I like this though. This is cool to me. Little eyeballs. Look like I got fake eyeballs. Hey, we gotta spin the block real quick. Turn this down. I'm gonna see if we actually logged in on the Rumble. We ain't logged in on that joint. So, let me see. And the joint disappeared. Let's see. Go to Rumble and see if we got any comments over there. Like I said, I try to leave the comments for the end. Oh, that dude's streaming. I try to leave the comments to the end. There ain't nobody commenting over there. Huh? No, we be doing it. We doing it pretty good over here, guys. We doing it pretty good. Pretty good. Do I got some? I don't know how that's gonna work. I don't know the difference. What this dude got going on? Is this like a fake strain? Like, yo, you don't work with me at all. I don't fucking handle shit. Oh, we didn't even pull that joint up. Dude Okay, like, let me call you back. And you sitting there, like, I'm trying to call you back. I can be, but, like, let me just call you and figure out what you're talking about. Like, oh. Hey, either way, because I'm about to be getting off this joint. Turn this off. You know, see, phone keeps ringing and shit. Holla at y'all. Peace.